come and join. Yes. Okay, Samir. So let us start. Let other people come and join. But we will start formally now. I am engineer Aftab. I have approximately 27 years experience. I am a MTech in structural engineering, and I have very vast experience in construction management also. I worked in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Qatar, India, all these places for a long time. My last venue was Qatar. We were involved in this FIFA project, stadium projects, and lots of group projects, which will be used as residence for tourists and these players, or design and execution phase. Samir, can you check the kids because their background sound is coming, and since the session is being recorded, so just control the kids, and you can unmute yourself because it will be an interactive session.
Okay, sir, I will unmute it. I will unmute it.
So today, this webinar is for PRIMAVERA P6 software. We'll be knowing what is the PRIMAVERA P6 software, what are its utility, what are the benefits once we learn this one, what are the comparative benefits also compared to other softwares in market. So everything you will understand how it is used, utilized for project management. First of all, we would like to know about, because it is directly related with project and project management and project life cycle. These three terms usually are referred to in the planning software P6. So let us first understand about project. Hi Akshay Kamble, how are you? Akshay Kamble, can you hear my voice? Can reply me with hi, either in chat box. Good, good, good. Good evening, good evening. So now we are starting this webinar regarding project management software P6. PRIMAVERA project management. Okay, Akshay, kindly, Akshay and Shamir, kindly keep yourself muted for some time so that background noise should not come as it is being recorded. And once the kids are out or under control only, then you can unmute, or for mutual conversation, you can unmute. So take care of these things. Now let us start with this P6 PRIMAVERA software. Its utility, utilization in medium-sized project, big-sized project, even a small project. Though normally in small projects it is not being utilized, but medium-sized project and big projects it is being utilized very effectively. So before starting the utility of this PRIMAVERA, how it is utilized, where it is utilized, we'll have to understand a little bit about project management, and project life cycle. What's a project? What is project management, and what is project management cycle? All these things we have to understand first, because this project management software P6 is related with and applied to project management, managing the project, whether it is civil, mechanical, architectural, electrical, or any type of project. There it is being applied. So we must first understand what a project is, what is the project management, how it is managed, and what are the different project phases of project life cycle. So before starting this one, I have already given my introduction. I will introduce myself again. I'm engineer after Tech in structural engineering, and having good experience, working experience in construction management also. I have been working in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Qatar, and India also for long, approximately it is totaling 27 years experience. Along with this CAD teaching, I mean STAT Pro, ETABS, Revit, BIM, and this Primavera P6 MSP. All these we are teaching in this Archilumo Education Center since long time. So let me, I have introduced myself. Can Mr. Samir and Akshay Kamble, can you introduce yourself so that before formally starting, we should know each other? Mr. Samir?
Hello, sir. I am Shamir from
Yeah.
Kerala, and I am a BTech Civil Engineering graduate, and I am working as a contract-based engineer at a government organization in Kerala. And I have 10 years of experience in site execution, project execution now.
So professionally, you are BTech, MTech, or
Sir, I am a BTech graduate, sir.
good, good. Having 10 years experience in project execution as a project engineer
Yes, sir.
in government sector. Okay, good, very nice. Mr. Akshay Kamble, please, can you introduce yourself, please? Mr. Akshay Kamble, Mr. Akshay Kamble, do you hear me?
Hello.
So that we can, yes, Mr. Akshay Kamble, your
Sir,
introduction, please.
I'm civil engineer, working professional in my own firm. I'm having 4-year experience.
So when did you graduate, Mr. Akshay Kamble?
18.
Sorry?
2018.
2018, and you have started your own consulting or contracting?
Construction firm, designing and construction firm.
Design and construction means design and build projects you are doing, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So very nice. Welcome to this Primavera P6 course. It will be very, very beneficial for both of you, though I will be explaining for whom this Primavera P6 software is useful or beneficial. But at least I can make you guarantee that to an engineering community and who are involved in design and construction especially, it will be very, very useful and beneficial for both of you. Now, let me give you a little bit introduction, little bit knowledge about some terms in project management. Can we, because our, though it is a webinar, everything has to be dealt by me only, but still I would like to keep this webinar interactive so that both sides will be interested in conducting the webinar. So I'm not only conducting, I'm taking interest from all of you. So can we define project and project management and project life cycle? Though I will be explaining it, no issue. So can Samir and Akshay give little bit idea what's a project, what's project management, and what is project management life cycle? Because this Primavera application, P6 application is based on project management and project management life cycles. So what's a project? Samir and Akshay, can you give a little bit idea what's a project is, how it is defined? We are doing projects. Okay, let me explain. No issue. No issue. Yes, Shamir.
Sir, project is a unique product or works for from starting to end.
Either it is a service or product or
Product.
yes, either a product or piece of work or piece of task, you can say, or service you are giving, and it must be unique. It must have a start and end time, means some duration, and unique in the sense that
It should be different from one to another.
Definitely. Even if you are going for same villa project, lots of things maybe interior, maybe exterior, maybe dimensions from road. Lots of things are different for different units. So the project, normally project, it must be unique. It has some, and it is a temporary endeavor. Why? Because as per PMI, Project Management Institute, which are an authority on project management subject, they have defined it that it is a temporary endeavor or task or work package, whatever name you can give it. Temporary endeavor, a temporary task or temporary service you are giving, you are going to complete, which is unique, which temporary means which is having a start and end date. It must start and it must end at some dates. It is not continuous, just like operation, like factory or manufacturing, all those things, production and operation. It is not like that. So it is unique and it has some start and end date, means it is temporary. So some characteristics must be there to come under project category. So now, mashallah, you understand what's a project. What is project management, Shamir and Akshay, please? I will explain. Everything will be interactive and I explain it. I'll explain all these things up to the utilization of project management software. Next. What is project management? For which we are learning this project management software. So project management is nothing but the application of our knowledge, skills, application of tools, okay, Shamir and Akshay, to complete the project, to finish the project within the allotted time, within the allotted budget, and within the scope, whatever scope was defined, that this is the activities or scope of work. This has to be completed within some certain schedule, I mean time, and within some allotted budget, a specified budget. All these process simply is called project management. Okay, so we understood what's a project is and what's project management. Now, what is project life cycle? That we want to understand, because this P6 has to apply directly into project management life cycle to manage the projects. So we must understand a little bit about project management cycle. So what's a project management cycle? Life cycle, I mean. Shamir and Akshay, let me introduce regarding this subject topic, project management life cycle. In the life cycle of any project, normally it has to start. Number one, the number one phase or a stage is that it has to start first. Then we are planning about the project, how it will be done, what are the elements which we must manage, just like what are the activities or scope of the project, how much time it will take, what will be the budget, approximate budget, what will be the quality, what are the risks, what are the resources involved, who are our stakeholders, means persons concerned with the project. Lots of things we have to manage, we have to plan to manage, and this will come under planning. So execution phase, I mean initial phase, initiative. Next one is planning phase, and implementation of all these plannings is called executing phase. Means now we are ready to execute the project as we plan. And then once we are executing the project, in between, during the execution, we have to monitor and control the project progress and project performance. All these things we have to monitor. Why? Because to see whether the project is on time or not, on schedule or not, within cost or not, any risk is not going to happen. So lots of things has to be monitored regularly on regular interval maybe weekly, maybe fortnightly, maybe monthly, depending upon client's choice or agreement with you or your company. So while you are executing the project parallelly, simultaneously, after 1 week or 15 days, whatever is the agreement between you and your client, you have to monitor and control the project. Why monitoring? Why tracking the project? Because you want to know whether the project is on track or not. How we are going to know the project is on track or not? We planned the project initially, basic plan. We develop basic plan when it will start in schedule management or time management, when it is a start any project activity and when it is ending. So all the schedule we have. Suppose the excavation of foundations, you have given 1 week time, and once you started the excavation, maybe lots of things do happen. Machinery is not available. Some days rainy season is there. Some day there is a strike, labor strike is there. So lots of unwanted things, contingency things can happen. So that is going to derail your basic plan. What is called baseline? I will explain you in the later parts of this lecture. What is baseline? Baseline is nothing but an original base, original copy, basic copy, what we developed regarding planning of this complete project. So we are going to monitor and track the project against in comparison to our baseline project plan, what we have developed. Once we see there is non-alignment of baseline program with this project program, progress and performance, then we have to rectify our execution plan, how we are going to execute rest of the part of the project, whether we have to increase machinery, whether we have to increase time, whether we have to increase labor or whatever thing, that depends upon the situation, how it will be dealt with. But tracking and monitoring part is very important, and it is done simultaneously along with the execution part. Now we have initiation part. I forget to explain initiation part. In initiation, basically the summary was I was telling, but let me explain it. In initiation part, I feel it is much better if I explain through my notebook. So I will share you my screen and you can check it properly. Give me 1 minute, I will share you my screen. Now I shared my screen. Can you see my laptop screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So the project, the word project, what is a project? I explained you understand, mashallah, very nice. And project management, I explained you. Now we are going to explain project life cycle. What is a project life cycle? I will explain you from very start. See, under project life cycle, first one is project initiation, or you can say initiating a project simply. What is involved in initiating the project? Normally, while you are having any contract with the client, or you are acting as a project manager in your own office, you are given a project document, what is called project charter. Project charter. We are explaining about project management and project life cycle. Then we will come over to the directly on application of project management software P6 into these things, how the project will be designed and planned, and as per plan what we have to do. So the application of project management software will deal later onwards. Let me first explain about the project management and project life cycle into which this software will be applied. So in project life cycle, there are 5 stages. Number 1 is initiating. Number 2 is, I will explain each and every part separately, don't worry. Number 2 is planning. Number 3 is executing. Number 4 is monitoring and tracking. I will explain each and everything in detail. Monitoring and tracking. And number 5 is closing. These are the 5 phases of any type of project, whether it is civil, mechanical, electrical, IT, PMC, whatever is there, building a structure, airport, roads, bridges, whatever is there, the project life cycle consists of only these 5 items, 5 elements, 5 stages into any project. Now, what is project initiation? While we are initiating the project, in the initiation part of project, we are given by our client or our higher management, whatever is the situation, we are given one document, and that document is called project charter. This is a high level summary, basically. High level summary regarding the project scope, what has to be done, project timeline, means when it will start, or we can set milestones also. The project owner or client gives us project timeline, that this project has to start this date and it should be ended in 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, whatever may be. And he sets some milestones, different, this foundation has to complete on this date, as a superstructure has to complete on this date, finishing has to complete on this date. These things are called milestones. He may give you milestone also apart from project timeline. Project budget, he can give you project, it is 1 million rupee project or 100 million rupee project or whatever may be. He can, and these are all based upon some analysis of the project management bodies who are titled by the client or your project management office, I mean in your client office or in your own higher management. How the budget will come, what is the project scope, what are the timeline, everything is set as a high level summary in this project charter. And project quality issues or quality standards also they will give you. So some high level summary regarding a scope, regarding time or milestone, regarding budget, regarding qualities, all these things are given by the client or your higher management in the form of project charter. That's a booklet which will explain you high level summary. If you are the project manager or if you are the person who is owning the project management part, who is managing the project, this charter will be given in the short form, summarized form to that guy to understand it, to clear his query, to understand it properly, what is what facility has to be created, what is the scope, what are the timeline, what are the budgets, what are the quality standards to be adhered to. So lots of higher level, not detailed one, but high level summary information is given by our client or our higher management if we are managing the project as project manager or construction manager or planning, like the project. So initiating the project involves these parts, number one. Number two is planning the project. After, and one more thing, in this, one second. In this plan initiation itself, the project manager is authorized. Project manager is authorized for further steps in project. I mean planning, execution, monitoring and controlling and reporting, whatever may be closing. For all these things, the client or your higher management authorizes you, I mean the project manager, to go ahead along with summary. This project manager, once getting authority in the form of charter, I mean project charter, he selects and develops his team. So up to team development, right from understanding the project charter, a high level summary regarding project scope, regarding timeline, milestones, budget, quality standards, all these things. After understanding and getting authority from the client or your higher management, whatever is the case, this project management manager who is managing this project is authorized to take further steps for planning, for execution, for monitoring, and for closing the project. For this, he cannot do it by himself only. So for all these items in the project, he makes a team, he develops a team. He forms a team to aid him. Office team, design office team, whatever team in office and team in construction site or in sites also. Both in office and in site. So up to development of this project team, this part is for initiating the project. We are discussing about project management life cycle of any project, right from initiation up to closing. And out of these, all these things will be managed for bigger complex project with the application of our P6 software. So now the second phase in any project is planning phase. Planning the project. What we are planning in this, we got a high level summary regarding scope, regarding schedule, regarding budget, I mean cost, human resources also they are giving. Here you can take human resources also, what resources you have to apply, normally they are fixing. So all these things you are having a summarized, you have a high level summary only. Now you have to elaborate as per the requirement of the scope, as per the requirement of budget, as per the requirement of schedule. All these things is because you have summary that suppose you are going to develop a 10,000 square meter G+1 primary school, suppose. This is the summary, scope summary, that this is the scope of the project. Now 10,000 square meter G+1 and it is only a primary school in suburban area. So what will be the scope of the project? You have to define it. What will be the scope? I mean, a scope normally it is defined for project in terms of WBS. The whole project is broken, I mean decomposed into a small packages, just like this school. Maybe the scope may be defined in terms of foundation, First package, second package, superstructure, third package, foundation, you can say substructure first, in which foundation will come superstructure and external work. This substructure may further be divided into foundation, laying foundation, RCC, PERT, backfilling. This superstructure, structural skeleton, finishing, MEP work. This external work, you can divide it further in WBS, like road work, drainage work, landscaping work, all these things. Means what I mean to say, that the scope, simple scope, G+1, this primary school in suburban area in 10,000 square meter. This project scope has to be divided into lots of WBS, and those WBS has to be decomposed into our activities of the WBS under that project. So the entire scope can be defined up to activities. This we have to do as a project manager along with our team. So we are defining complete scope of the project in scope management. This is called, this whole story is called scope management plan. Scope management plan. Then comes to evaluate the time schedule. How much time it will take from beginning to a start. Client has given you 1 year or 2 year, whatever may be, and the initial date that maybe you have to start approximately or tentative like on this date. From this date, which activities which will take how much time depending upon the quantity of the activity you have to execute, or they will give you BOQ. Lots of documents are required, which I will explain you. But let me explain this project life cycle first, so that you can understand the entire project life cycle in which this P6 is applied. So for time schedule, as per the initial and final time, and as per the quantity of work, you will be utilizing the resources, fixing the resources, manpower, machinery, material, all these things. And a time schedule you will develop, complete time schedule, that this time, this 12 days time will take in excavation, this 5 days time will take in PCC, then RCC, then footing, back filling, all these things, and then substructure complete, then superstructure, grade slab above first floor, ground floor column, skeleton, RCC skeleton, then finishing everything. So this all will be given some time line, time schedule, that this start and this finish, this start and this finish, this duration, this duration, this duration it will take. So complete timeline, complete time schedule we have to develop. So along with a scope development, our second step will be how we are going to develop time schedule depending upon the quantity and the resources available, which has to be applied. Now, after time schedule, we are going for resource schedule. How? Because resource is not unlimited. So we have to schedule our resources also, how it will be utilized in the project scope management activities of the project. And once we are utilizing resources, money in terms of material, in terms of manpower, in terms of machinery, we are expending money basically. So cost schedule or budget schedule, we have to prepare also. How much budget will be consumed in these WBS or these activities of the project, and what will be the gross approximate budget. So we have to, though a summarized high-level summary that it is a 3 million project or 120 million project. This will be given as per the analysis and estimation of the project sponsor or project client or your higher management. But still, you have to break it down so that this entire scope of work within this time and by application of these resources will be completed break-wise, activities-wise, WBS-wise, in this cost, what is allotted or not. Is it possible or not? So all this scope, WBS and work, I mean activities, has to be cost scheduled also. Means you have to know prior to a start of the project, the complete cost schedule, complete cost of the project. So you have to develop, because you have BOQ, you have resource, you have time, you have a scope of the work, what work has to be done. So with the application of all these things, you can get cost schedule. I mean cost of the project or budget of the project. Breakdown, budget breakdown, cost breakdown basically. So likewise, you can go for quality schedule also. What quality schedule, when it will be inspected, verified, cleared, all these things will be done in a quality schedule. So basically, whatever items are necessary, which will be utilized in execution stage, that has to be planned before. So normally, these scope management, time or schedule management, resource management, cost management, quality management. One more thing we can do, we are doing, this is procurement management plan. Procurement management plan. Because procurement also we are planning how something you have to sublet to some specialist subcontractors. Suppose if you are making villa, suppose it's a small item. If you are making villa, then you have to subcontract some part, maybe skeleton part you are subcontract to someone, maybe this finishing part, definitely you are going to subcontract MEP part or to some specialized contractor waterproofing part. So you will be using subcon and you will be hiring people, machinery, whatever may be, material to do the project in-house also. So this total procurement part you will be doing. Then this communication management, what the manager of the project, I mean project management manager normally does 90% of the communication management part, and 10% only he could focus on project execution and other things, because there is team who is actually executing the project. He's just guiding them, and most of the time this guy is involved into communication part, communicating to his team member, communicating to the stakeholders, I mean the higher management, VP, project sponsor, GM, like the chairman, all these people, whoever is the right stakeholders, he has to communicate with them. So most of his time is utilized in communication management. So that plan also has to be cleared or prepared in planning stage. Why? Because all the mails cannot go to the project engineer or project site engineer, because those mail which is going to chairman or project sponsor, that mail cannot go to, normally cannot go to site engineer. So lots of things has to be finalized and planned, that which communication has to be given to whom. Some secret information is there which cannot be shared with all the project team members. It has to be shared with project sponsor or GM or VP, like these things, like these people. So a complete communication management also has to be produced in this planning stage itself. And then is stakeholder management. whoever is involved in your project, whoever is affecting your project, either in a positive way or in a negative way, they are simply the stakeholders of that project. Your project sponsor, who is financing the project, definitely who owns the project, or your own office who owns the project, they are the main positive, because they are financing, they want to complete the project, so they are positive stakeholders. These guys, they are supporting the project, so they are positive stakeholders. Positive stakeholders simply means they are involved, they are affected by the project, or they can affect the project. He can stop also. If he stops financing the project, he can stop the project midway or even beforehand or in the initial stage itself. So this guy, normally project sponsor or your company wants to complete the project, they are the positive stakeholders of the project. Regarding negative stakeholders, those who are impacting your project in a negative way, just like your competitors. Suppose if you are going to make any mall and another one is there, mall guy is there, or some small this vendors are there. There is a sabzi mandi or like this. Small shopkeepers are there. They may go to municipality and stop your try to stop your this mall, so that the customer cannot go to your mall and their business cannot be affected. So these guys will be treated as negative stakeholders who are negatively impacting the project. So you have to manage the stakeholders also as a project manager, and for this you have to develop a project management plan also, which is called a stakeholder management plan. Another comes risk management plan. Here, what happens? Any project, whether of any character, specifically construction project, it involves lots of accidents. There are chances, if safety measures are not taken properly, if it is not taken care by site engineer, project management, lots of other engineers and people involved, if they are the safety manager, safety engineer, if they are not taking care of the operations and execution in the project, these accidents may happen. And lots of an accident is basically a risk, and some risk may involve in scope, some risk may involve in time, schedule. Maybe some rainy days will come, it's a risk. If there is rainy season and your project is going to start, so if there is incessant rain in open, you cannot go for concreting and lots of other activities. So all these contingency you have to take in your mind and plan for risk management also. So this will be coming under risk management plan. So lots of planning you have to do under planning stage. So we explained initiation stage, we explained planning stage. Now the third stage in our project life cycle, I am a PMP certified guy and PMP trainer, also project management professional trainer under PMI, which is in Pennsylvania, USA. That's a project management authority body. So I'm trying to make everything clear regarding projects, general overview, so that you can understand it properly, and while you are applying your P6 project management software, it is much easy and understandable for you. So now the third one is execution phase, or executing the project. Here what you are doing, once you are planning everything, the implementation of your planning, simply it is nothing but the implementation of your planning in actually doing the work. You are mobilizing here, you are mobilizing your resources to your construction site normally, mobilizing your resources here. To the site, and after formal acceptance, you are starting the project, executing the project. So once you plan the project, you have to implement this planning in the form of executing the project inside, basically. So once you mobilize your resources, you are starting the project. So this is the execution part. Number 4 comes monitoring and controlling the project, or tracking and controlling the project. What is monitoring and controlling? I just explained you that once the project is started, actually inside, I mean execution stage is started. After some time, as per the agreement with our project sponsor or our higher management instruction, maybe after 1 week, maybe after 1 month, maybe whatever may be frequency decided by our project management or higher project management or project sponsor, as per that, at those interval, we are preparing the monitoring plan. Though we are monitoring the project on daily basis, our project manager, a project engineer, site engineer, planning engineer, they are monitoring and compiling the project weekly, fortnightly, project management, this monitoring plan, and controlling weekly, fortnightly, or monthly, like this. Why we are doing this? We want, number 1, to observe whether our project progress is as per our baseline schedule or basic or initial schedule, initial plan, which is called baseline plan. As per that, we are going on, number 1. And our performance in the project, how much percentage of excavation, how much percentage of PCC, all these things is done within this period. And if we are lacking, I mean, delay, project is being delayed due to any risk factor, due to any contingency factor, then what will be the controlling factors, controlling measures? Whether we have to increase manpower, whether we have to increase man hour, whatever be the procedure to bring the project back on track as per schedule, means that is controlling part. So this is the reason why we are monitoring and controlling, and it is simultaneously done along with execution. How we are executing, same way we are managing, I mean monitoring and controlling the project. Number 5 comes, the last one is the closing part, closing the project. Here, what you are doing, you are making punch list and finishing your this punch list work. Whatever is left or something small things are there to be rectified, you are making a list of out of that and rectifying it immediately. No need to delay. Punch list. Then the next one is ITP and OM, inspection and testing plan and operation manual you have to prepare. How, if substation is there in the campus of that facility, or electrical, complete electrical items, I mean the checking of complete electrical item, IT items, MEP items, everything has to be inspected and tested either by client or consultants, whatever is the provision in the contract. So in closing stage, a snag list or punching list has to be prepared and things has to be cleared, rectified immediately. ITP, inspection, testing and project plan is to be prepared and things has to be done. And as per that, the operation manual, how this, if there is BIM application is there, or some special computer system is there, or even this substation part, how it is connected, things, how the building will be managed, operated and maintenance, that operation and maintenance manual is also given. Suppose some generator is there for backup. So operation and maintenance manual of that generator has to be submitted to the client or project hire manager. So the second one is ITP annual. Third one is you are preparing as-built drawing. What is as-built drawing? Once the project is over in closing phase, from a start up to closing phase, maybe there is some changes in project. Some part, definitely there will be changes. Lots of changes are there in projects. Those changes are certified by client or client engineer at those times, and they are checked along with the real management of the facility, housing or petrol pump or whatever we have constructed or developed. The real management of real measurement of each and everything, and as built, the real actual built drawing as per the site condition, whatever we have built the facility, whole drawing, section, elevation, plan, everything is produced, and those changes are attached with certification and stamping from both sides, contractor and consultant and contractor or this client, and that becomes a approved as-built drawing, which has to be submitted to the client along with IFC or GFC. In Gulf, it is called IFC, issued for construction drawing, which is used in construction. Here in India, the name is GFC, good for construction. So along with GFC or IFC, this as-built drawing is also attached just for submission to client. The fourth one is lesson learned register. Lesson learned register. What is lesson learned register? A lesson register is those items or those problems with solution what occurred in the execution of the project. Suppose some pump is not being operated, or some steel structure has bent while we were building it. So that was a problem. Now how it got solved? We bring consultant or we did on our own or whatever was the procedure. So what are the problems involved in the project and what were the procedure to resolve it? All these items are written in the written form in a log register, which is called lesson learned register. This is a very important register which you have to deposit, submit into your to client and to your head office also. Why? Because next time of the same nature of project, if it will be executed, this trouble will not come, because the next project manager or next managing person, he will check the lesson learned register, what problem had occurred and what was the solution. So he will be prepared for all these things from very beginning, and there will be very few or no chances for rework in the project, even if it is unique project. So this is the closing phase. So I tried my level best to make you understand about project management and project management life cycle. Now something about PRIMAVERA. Though time is closing in, but I will take 5-10 minutes maximum. Just have patience. This is a software. I don't want to go in detail that for whom it is beneficial and this and that. Definitely for each and every person, right from a housewife in kitchen up to the VP of the project or project manager or client of the project, a builder, for all people, this PRIMAVERA P6 is a very versatile, very useful, ready to use project, web-based project, database project, not like MSP file-based project. Lots of people can work on single project from different locations. Maybe someone is in Saudi Arabia, someone is Germany, someone is in India, and they can work through web on the same project. This is the advantage. But this cannot be done into MSP project because it is a file-based project. Only in one desktop or one computer, only one person can do. So this is database web-based project management software. So very versatile, and some reporting items are also too much, more than 250 reporting items out there, which you can prepare. And approximately 100,000 activities can be input and taken output of those in PRIMAVERA P6 in single project. So it is a very versatile, very vast, and I feel till now, since its inception in 1983, P6 came into invention here into practice, developed by PRIMAVERA software itself in 1983. Since then till now, they don't have any even touching competitor. This is so much vast and so much good software. So especially for complex projects, medium and big projects, this is the only solution in a real world problem right now in project management. Lots of other management softwares are there, but they are not competing with PRIMAVERA P6. It's a very vast and very good software, the best in the market right now. So, regarding utility, regarding input and output, regarding reports, everything you can say, and it can be used by engineers, managers. I explained you everything. On 8th October 2008, it was hired by Oracle software. So now it is under Oracle software. It is the property of Oracle software company from 8th October 2008 till now, and it is continuing. I would like to give you a little bit explanation how this PRIMAVERA P6 software is working. In this, basically, first we are defining EPS. I will explain on a screen also, dashboard also of PRIMAVERA. First of all, we are creating EPS. Then we are creating project under that EPS. Then we are developing WBS of that project. Then we are developing activities of those projects. Activities are given relationship. Some calendars are also given to activities. And then we are scheduling it, make schedule. Later onwards, we can add resources. Human resources, I mean human manpower, material, machinery, whatever may be. And other things, S-curve, histogram, all these things can be developed. Lots of things can be developed. But this is the basic structure, what I want to explain you in this PRIMAVERA. Let me explain you by dashboard these things. So I will go to the PRIMAVERA P6 dashboard and share that much. I will cut this out. Wait for 1 minute, it is opening. I shared my screen. This PRIMAVERA dashboard now came over to my screen. You can be seeing this. Can you see this screen?
Yes, sir.
Shamir and Akshay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So this is the dashboard which is opened once I open this software. So this is very versatile. Lots of things are over here, just like other softwares. See, new, open, close, import, export. Lots of project can be exported and imported. See, edit, view, filter. Lots of things are there. So out of these, I can show you a little bit basic things. The very important word is coming enterprise project structure, EPS. We have to develop first. To develop the project, any type of project, we have to develop first, make first EPS. Now, what is an EPS? EPS is nothing but the company-wide distribution of the department and project. Simple. Just like ABC is a company, okay? That ABC has different departments, civil department, mechanical, electrical, like this. Under civil department, lots of other departments are there, infra department, building department, utilities department, like this. Under infra department, now the project may be highway project, maybe this flyover project, maybe airport project, maybe stadium projects. So likewise, this hierarchy from company up to project, all these hierarchy normally in 3 levels, this is called EPS. So we are making EPS first. I will show you how we are making EPS. We are going enterprise, open this one and going enterprise and coming to enterprise EPS. See, this already we have made before. I will make a new one. So for making the company-wide distribution of the department of those company, and under those departments, subheads, sub-departments, this is simply called EPS. And under any sub-department, we will create the project. So we are making the hierarchy of company, department, or sub-department. So how we will go in EPS, and we will add over here. So see here, new EPS is created. Now we can name it. Actually, suppose if it is, we have to give new ID, AKS, maybe the ID, and EPS name, we can say Akshay Constructions. So this way we created an EPS, one EPS, and under this one EPS, some more subheads of this EPS or subnodes we can develop. See, like this. Suppose you are dealing in building, BILD. Now you can say, you can keep it over here, building. You can say steel structures or steel building, you can say the name at Madras. Okay, so this is, see, this is the EPS of your company. First one, the first node, top node is your company, Akshay Constructions. After that, your building department, steel building at Madras, whatever may be. So this 2 level, I defined it. We can go for 3rd level also. How? See here, make it right, keep it here, PEB, keep it here, pre-engineered building, pre-engineered building. So now see, first one, this is the first EPS hierarchy. Top one is the company, after that is the department, and after that it is sub-department of that company. So at 3 level, 1, 2, 3 level, we develop this EPS. So now under this EPS, once we are going to make project, it will come under this EPS, and once we are opening any time that EPS, that project, we can see that this project is undertaken by this company. This is the importance of EPS. Now, how we develop EPS, how we are going to do the project. Go to file, go to new. See, while in the process of, we are in the process of creating a new project. So see, we went into file and this new project, create a new project, and see here they are asking under which EPS, under which company's head, subheads you want to create this project. So I will say this, that I want to create AKS, Akshay Construction Building PEB. So we will select this PEB and add over from here. So see, this pre-engineered building is our EPS finally. Under this, projects will be done. So we will go to next. Project ID, keep ST1, steel structure 1. Keep it here. PB building 1, project name. Go next. ST1 is already over there before. So to keep it 100, ST100, ID can be anything. Go for next. And now see here, they are asking, okay, you are going to make the project, but okay, you have given the project EPS that this company will be doing this project. You given the project name also with ID. Now, when the project is going to start and when it is going to end. So from milestones, we can check the end and start. Suppose we are going to start on 20th September. So we'll click this one and we'll take over here. See here, take over here, this click over here and select 20th September is the planned and start date. Normally, we are not taking must finish date, just we are developing schedule. If there is hard constraint by client that no, at this date, you have to finalize and finish the project, then only we are giving this must finish date, okay? Otherwise, we are just going with planned start date and trying to develop the project schedule within the given time, 1 year or 2 year or whatever may be. Now go for next. See, here they're asking who is the responsible manager. So we have not developed till now, and OBS is developed, organizational breakdown structure, I mean organizational hierarchy, who are managing the project, right from site engineer up to the VP or chairman of the enterprise, I mean company, they are the responsible person. So there is provision in this Primavera to develop that chain also and to implement that chain in each and every project in every work or WBS. You can assign Mr. X to WBS1. Foundation is done by Mr. X. Mr. Y, substructure, superstructure like this. So all these chain can be developed and assigned. But here we are, since it is our demo class only, I mean webinar only, so we're not going into that details. So we are making the company itself a responsible entity. So who is the responsible manager or responsible entity? The company itself, enterprise. That is enterprise. Means AKS, Akshay Construction is itself the enterprise or the company who is the responsible manager. So keep enterprise as it is right now. Now, next. Now they are asking, okay, what rate type you are going to assign in the project. So normally it is price per unit simply. See here, it is price per unit. Go to next. They are congratulating you. The project is created and you can go for the subdivision of project into WBS, and those WBS can be subdivided into activities and apply calendar, apply resources, whatever may be as per the project structure, schedule it for time, schedule it for cost, schedule it for resources, all these things you can schedule, track, you go for project, track the performance, track the progress, and as per that, you rectify it and you take the reporting. Whatever report, weekly and fortnightly or whatever is the company's structure for reporting, as per that you make reporting. Lots of more than 250 reporting template are there which we can use. So now the create new project is already created inside this EPS. We can go for finish. See here. See here in WBS we want to clear break this steel structure PV. I mean this one ST100 is the idea and PB building 1 is the project. Basically, this project can be further divided into a small group. How? Workable group. How? From here, see, keep it mobilization. Here, mobilization. Okay. Again, can be added and it has to come in parallel. mobilization. Here you can say substructure. Here you write substructure. Again, next one you can add over here and keep it parallel because we want to make it superstructure. We want to make it again external work. So lots of depending upon our project, lots of WBS can be created. Under substructure, you can go for foundation, other things in activities. See, from activities you can go. You can add to this WBS. You can add to this WBS lots of activities. Activities means direct work. Just like going for excavation of the foundation or laying PCC or doing RCC work or backfilling, all these things. So once you define EPS, project, WBS, put these activities, calendars, how the calendar will be applied, how the calendar will be selected, how the calendar will be designed, because you have to remove these holidays and non-working days. What is the timing of the resources, which resources is available, which date, all these things you have to define in calendar, and that calendar we have to apply and schedule it. So some other things are there which will be done while we are learning this one. So it was just an interface, a small interface, how it is going to input the things into Primavera P6 software. Lots of reporting is there. More than 250 reporting templates are there. You can make as per your own also. You can customize also your reporting. So this is the application dashboard for this P6 software. It is very strong, very versatile, and can be used by any person, whether he is engineer or manager or even a layman. If he knows little bit fundamentals about project management, he can utilize it in his project, in his projects, or in his works to manage. So this was all about project management software P6, and there is availability of this P6 software for 1 month. You can download it directly from Oracle. That's a trial version. Within 1 month, you have to learn it properly, and after that, once you apply, you have to purchase it from this Oracle. Or if you are working in your company is providing you. They are purchasing it after 20%, and they are giving you for application. So this was all about P6 project management overview and P6. So if you have, you people have any questions, you can just ask me. I will try to reply you, and after that we will be closing the webinar. And mashallah, I feel I tried my level best to satisfy all of you. I will make this because I am also a civil structural engineer. I will make the program for you on a villa or in a multi-story building or on an industrial building. Other batches are doing multi-story buildings. Same, whatever you people, if you get admission, as per your choice, we are going to do it. And we have 6 months backup after learning from us. In this due course, whatever is possible from our side to make you understand the software along with project management overview I have given, but time to time I will be giving you lots of materials in the form of PDF and videos and all these things about project management, and about whatever lesson is there, we are imparting that also we are going to give you, so that it is kept by you, and later onwards when you have some doubt, you can revise it, see it, check it, and apply it. So we are giving you 6 months backup after learning from us. And in your career, even if you have any difficulty, you just mail it to us, that query, and within 48 hours, we will try our level best to resolve your query and reply you. So just like we are giving you lifetime support, but actively instantly, I mean promptly, we will be giving you the support up to 6 months. And after that, since relation is built with our students, so we are open to resolve their query. No issue at all. So now for any commercial things, you can check with the